Om Namo Narayana, Jai Shri Swaminarayan, Namaste, welcome back. Today we're in chapters 17 and 18 of the second book of Valmiki's Ramayana. Chapter 17 is called Scenes on Rama's Way to Dasaratha's Palace. That Rama, sitting on the chariot surrounded by friends who were filled with joy, saw the city decorated with banners and flags, and made perfumed by the burning of sandal and agaru, and crowded by people of all types. Rama drove in the middle of the street, which was made scented by agaru and incense, and with white buildings resembling clouds on both sides. He entered the excellent royal highway made fragrant by heaping of sandal and preeminent agaru on sides, as well as pure white silk, white pearls without holes, and several excellent articles made of crystals. It was very spacious, strewn with different types of flowers, and food articles of all types were available on either side. Rama saw the royal avenue that looked like avenues of God in heaven, and the broad areas covered by the crossroads were worshipped with curds, parched grains, sacrificial libations, rice coated with turmeric, fragrant substances like sandal and agaru. He heard many blessings said by his friends, and after honoring each according to their rank, he traveled further on. He heard things like, "After being consecrated today, you follow the path for ruling, followed by your grandfather and great-grandfather." Or, "When Rama becomes the king, he will rule us better than his father and grandfather, and we would live with great happiness." Also, "If we are going to be able to see consecrated as the king today, then we can live devoid of food, because there would be nothing more to be accomplished in this life. And also, for us nothing greater need be achieved than the coronation of the greatly illustrious Rama as the king." Hearing all these words praising him told by his friends, as well as other auspicious dialogues, Rama remained listless as they further proceeded on the royal avenue. Though Rama had crossed by them and gone ahead, no one was able to remove his image from their eyes or mind. They thought that if a person does not see Rama, or Rama does not see them, they will be found fault by all the worlds. Besides, he will blame himself. The best among those who follow Dharma would show mercy to all the four Varnas, for that reason of all of them being devoted to him. The son of the king crossed intersections of the two roads leading to the temples, religious structures and temples, and he crossed them on the right and proceeded further. That prince reached the family house of the king, which resembled the dazzling home of Indra in this earth with its royal splendor, with its various peaks similar to the cluster of clouds, white peaks of auspicious Kailasa, and like airplanes decorated by gems which covered the entire sky. The great man Rama crossed the first three courtyards, which were protected by archers riding on horses, and he crossed the remaining two courtyards by foot. Rama, the son of Dasaratha, after passing through the courtyards, sent back all his followers and entered the private quarters of the king. When the prince went to his father's presence, all the people were happy and started waiting like the Lord of Waters waiting for the appearance of the moon, and they were waiting for his moon like rise. Thus ends chapter 17. Chapter 18 is called Kaikeyi's Demands. Rama saw his father reclining on the auspicious seat with Kaikeyi. He had a dry face and pathetic look. He, with a well-composed mind, after saluting the feet of his father with great humility, saluted his mother, Kaikeyi's feet. Dasaratha, with eyes full of tears, said, "Rama," and the king was not able to look at him or say anything further. Having very rarely seen this appearance of his father, Rama was scared, as if he stamped on a serpent. The king, with senses devoid of pleasure, emaciated because of sorrow and grief, with an agitated and upset mind, was taking tortured breaths. He was like an ocean full of agitated and beating waves, like a sun caught in an eclipse, like a sage who was told a lie and was without luster, and Rama was scared to see him like that. After worried thinking about the reason for the sorrow of the king, Rama became agitated like an ocean during the full moon. Then that Rama thought over about his father to whom he was devoted, and thought, "Why is my father not replying to my greetings today like all other days?" At other times, on seeing me, my father, even though angry, used to get calmed down, but today, after seeing me, why is it that he is so sad? Depressed and extremely sad, Rama, with a face of diminished luster, after saluting Kaikeyi, asked her, "Without intention have I committed an offense? Why is my father angry with me? Please tell me and show kindness to me. Why does he who is always with love to me today look dejected? Today he is with a pale face and depressed. Why is he not speaking to me? Is his mind or body sick? Does some great distress trouble him? Surely one cannot always have pleasures. Has some misfortune befallen on the lovely Bharata, or the very powerful Shatrunga, or to any of my mothers? I hope not. If the great king is not happy with me for not obeying his words, I do not want to live even for a second. For a man, if his father, who is the root of his origin and who is his God, exists, how else can he conduct himself? Did you speak harsh words to him out of wounding of self-respect, or due to anger, which has upset his mind? Oh, great lady, I am asking you repeatedly the reason for the negative emotion of the king, which has never happened before. Please tell me the reason." When the great Rama asked like this, Kaikeyi replied without shame and with evil intentions in mind, "Oh, Rama, the king is not angry, and he does not suffer from any sorrow, but he is hesitating to talk to you about some matter existing in his mind, due to his fear of you. He is not able to speak something which is not liked by you, due to his great love to you, and so you should fulfill the promise that he has given to me. Earlier, he has honored me by giving me 2 boons, and now, like a common man, he is repenting for giving them to me. The king, after saying, 'I shall give you 2 boons,' now desires to construct a dam after the water has flown away. O Rama, truth is the cornerstone of Dharma, and virtuous people agree to this, and so you act so that the king does not sacrifice the truth due to anger. I shall tell you everything if you tell me that I would obey what the king says, whether it is auspicious or inauspicious. If you promise me that whatever the king tells you, you will not go in vain, I shall tell it to you, as the king is not willing to tell it to you." Hearing these words, Rama was greatly depressed, and he told the great lady in the presence of the king, "Oh, great lady, what a pity! Such words from you are not fit to be told, because on hearing the words of the king I would jump into the fire, or even consume strong poison, or get drowned in the ocean, as he is my worshipful father, who would desire only good for me. Because of that, O great lady, please tell me the words of the desires of the king. I, Rama, am promising, and Rama never repeats anything twice." Kaikeyi, with sincerity, told Rama, who is the votary of truth, these very cruel words, which are not fit to be told by a lady. "O Rama, earlier in a great war between Devas and Asuras, when your father was wounded, I saved him, and he promised me 2 boons. Using those 2 boons, I requested the king to perform the coronation of Bharata and your departure to Dandakaranya forest today itself. O best among men, if you and your father want to protect the earth, then please hear my words. As per the oath of your father, which you have heard, you are to enter the forest for 14 years. Bharata would be consecrated with the preparations made by the king for your coronation. You occupy the forest for 14 years after sacrificing your coronation, and you shall wear matted hair and clothes of bark. Bharata will stay in the capital of Kausalya country, which is blessed with various types of gems and horses and chariots and elephants, and he shall rule this earth. For that reason, the king, greatly under the control of mercy, has a face showing sorrow, and is not competent to even see you. O son of the Raghu clan, carry out these words of the king, and see to it that you adhere to the truth and liberate him." After hearing these words, which hurt, Rama never felt any sorrow, but the king was greatly pained to see the calamity which fell on his son. And thus ends chapter 18. And there is no words that I can say about this, other than this is one of those moments where being a devoted son who will do anything, is leading Rama down a dark path, and not the path he should go on. Well, I don't know. The story of Rama is that he spends these 14 years, so technically one might say that his fate was not to be the king, that it was to go to the forest, because if he hadn't gone to the forest, would we be telling a story about him? That's a philosophical conundrum. I have no more words to say. This speaks for itself. Next time we will continue in chapter 19. Thank you for watching this recitation of this great Ramayana. It's so wonderful to finally be reading a detailed version and not an abridged version. There's just so much that's missed in the abridged versions. So until next time, Jai Shri Swaminarayan, Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.